Think of the last time you took the initiative. When you were in a situation and you had a sensation that something needed to be done, but you looked around and nobody else seemed to realize this. Everybody else seemed to be waiting for somebody else to be the one to do what needed to be done. And so you decided it would be you. And you remember now that when you decided to take the initiative, when you decided to go first, a couple of cool things happened. The first is, as soon as you were the one, as soon as it was obvious to everybody else that you were the one that made the decision to go first, everybody immediately saw you as the leader. Everybody immediately started to follow your lead. But more importantly, more critically, more interestingly, is that inside your head, as soon as you decided to go first, as soon as you decided to be the one to take the initiative, your brain, poosh, opened up. That's the difference between waiting to be told what to do and taking the initiative. When we wait to be told what to do, our brains are not in open creative mode. Our brains are not in problem-solving mode. Our brains are not in leadership mode. Our brains are in obedience mode. Our brains are in tell me what to do mode. But when you take the initiative, when you remember those times, when you made the decision to take the initiative, as soon as you go first, as soon as you step out into the future, knowing that everybody is going to follow you, your brain opens up into creative mode. Your brain opens up into super self-confidence mode. Your brain opens up into creative problem-solving mode. Your brain opens up into how can I destroy these obstacles mode. One time I was in elementary school and I had a huge crush on my teacher. And she gave us this math problem. And she kind of promised that whoever could solve this math problem would get a reward from her. And so my brain went off with all these fantasies of me and my teacher living happily ever after, even though I was only in second grade. And I rushed through the math problem, and I knew I was the first one done, and I knew I had the correct answer, but I was too scared to stand up. I was in junior high school talking to a friend of mine, high school, and we were going to rebel against the system. Everyone sat in their chairs waiting for the bell to ring. This teacher was very, very lazy. He would give the lesson and he would spend the rest of the class, the bulk of the class, reading the paper while we were supposed to sit there in our chairs and dutifully and obediently do our algebra homework. But we were going to get up a minute before the bell. We were going to rebel against the system. And so the time came for us to rebel against the system, and we stood up. I read this story once about this psychologist in Russia during the Soviet Union. And he decided to do an experiment. So he found a random door out in public. And he decided to wait behind this random door just to see what would happen. I used to work with this guy who made a ton of money. He was a mechanical engineer and an electrical engineer, but he didn't use those skills to make him a ton of money. What made him a ton of money is he was a vicious, a ruthless decision maker. He hated going to meetings because when you go to a meeting at work, everybody is trying to balance two ideas in their head. Everybody wants to kind of flex their ideas, but at the same time, if they flex their ideas and their ideas don't work, they don't want to get in trouble for their ideas not working. So they want to kind of play both sides. They want to participate in the idea contest, but at the same time, they want to kind of keep the other foot in the safety zone just in case the ideas don't work. And what happens is this kind of behavior, if you have a whole bunch of people in this kind of behavior, these meetings can last forever because everyone is terrified to make a decision. Everybody is terrified to go first. And that's what my friend did. He would always make a decision. He would always say, okay, let's do this. I think it's the right thing to do. What do you think? And he would be very, very clear with his confidence. He would be very, very clear with his ideas. And he said, you know what? When you go first, when you choose what to do, it doesn't matter if the idea works or not, because on an ancient subconscious level, the actual content of what you're going first with doesn't matter. It's just that people are terrified to go first. People are terrified to go first and suddenly take on the mantle of leadership. Because once you take on the mantle of leadership, you are the focal point. And if something goes wrong, even if it's not your fault, you're going to get blamed. So everybody wants the benefits of leadership, but nobody wants to risk the potential problems of leadership, the potential pitfalls of leadership. But my friend said that's kind of a false fear. That never really happens, because once you go first, even if your idea sucks, once you step out there and say, this is what we're going to do, everyone will conspire to help you. That's when everyone will kick off their own idea contest, because you have assumed the mantle of leadership. All the ideas now will funnel towards you, and all you have to do is choose from the best ideas, and they will become associated with you. So when you take the initiative and you remember those times when you did take the initiative, you remember this is what happened. As soon as you go first, everybody will give you all of their best ideas, and you can choose from among the best ideas, and they will associate those best ideas with you. He didn't have to stand in front of that door for very long before people started lining up behind him. They didn't even know why he was standing there. They just saw this guy standing in front of the door, and they figured maybe he must be waiting for something good. I'll just wait in line behind him. We stood up, ready for the teacher to yell at us for standing up early. But everybody else stood up at the same time, and the teacher immediately realized something was off, because the clock still had a minute to go before the bell rang, but everybody was standing up, so he just shrugged his shoulders. All you need to do is go first, and everybody will copy you. All you need to do is take the initiative. And once you assume a leadership potential, once you assume a leadership position, everybody will funnel their ideas to you. And this is what you remember. Because you have taken the initiative in your past, you know it's always better to take the initiative. How many times have you taken the initiative only to have other people supplant your ideas with their ideas and still associate you with the best ideas because you are the one that decided to become the leader of the group? Any future uncertainties can be destroyed by your inherent ability to take the initiative. The more you take the initiative, the easier it is to take the initiative, and pretty soon you will train yourself to go first even when you have no idea what to do. And that is the sign of a true leader, is going first, is stepping out into the unknown future even when you have no idea what's going to happen. This is the kind of person that everybody loves to rally around. This is the kind of person that everybody recognizes as a deep and natural and instinctive leader, an instinctive alpha of the group. This is the kind of characteristic that is incredibly attractive. The ability to go first even when you have no idea what's going to happen, and even when you have no idea what you're supposed to do. Just come up with an idea and go first, and your brain will open up with creativity. Your brain will open up with self-confidence and resilience and leadership, deep, ancient, instinctive leadership energy. And once people start to realize that you have this rare gift of initiative-taking leadership energy, they will begin to realize how attractive you really are. And it's not just about being a leader, it's about having this deep subconscious faith and belief in yourself to take care of things no matter what happens. It is your desire to radiate that rare leadership charisma that is going to compel you into the future as you continue to take the initiative again and again and again.